Tell me when you're on. I want to. What sort of boy was Jack? Tell the camera. What sort of boy was Jack?
He's a mean boy.
A what? Tell the camera.
He's a mean boy.
What's a mean
but
boy?
But he's all right.
Mean.
Especially when he sleeps.
He was mean?
Yeah, but he was a good boy when he slept. Oh, good boy when he slept, yeah.
Daddy, how long did you work for the railroad?
Close to 40 years.
Did you ever have a sick day?
No, never missed a payday.
How old are you, Daddy?
100.
How do you feel?
Like an old man. How do you feel at my age?
Daddy, are you still playing music?
Yeah, I played last night.
Well, what's the name of your band? Tampa Community, huh?
Tampa Community Band.
And what instrument do you play?
Clarinet.
Good. Daddy, do you smoke cigars?
If I smoke a cigar?
Yeah.
No. I got two here, but I'm going to give them to my brother.
Why don't you smoke cigars?
Huh?
Why don't you smoke cigars?
I get dizzy, no time.
Ah.
I can't smoke, I can't drink.
How about the other thing?
That's far gone already. Them days are gone.
You still drive though, don't you?
Huh?
You still drive.
No, they won't let me drive no more.
Why not?
I might. See, when I came 100, they sent me a letter. If you want to drive, it costs you $78 a week. The hell with that.
$78 a week to drive?
Yeah.
Because you're 100?
Yeah.
They should pay you $78 a week.
No, I don't want to drive, pay $78. And then I'm responsible for everything. So I gave the truck to him.
Now, what is your secret for living a very healthy, rich life to this time?
Good food, hard work, and what else?
And music.
Music, and stay busy all the time.
He has to have a passion. That's what he said. He needs to have a passion in his life. And his has been music. He's played music since he was 12 years old.
When Dr. Jack was little, what did you think he would grow up to be?
I don't know, whatever he wanted to be. So when he finished high school, he said he wanted to go to medical school. I said, well, I tell you, you get a good room, good eating, but if you're going to date these girls and go out and get drunk, I can't afford that. So I don't own the railroad, I work for the railroad.
So what did you do when he started getting drunk and going out with all the wild women? What did you do?
He was all right. He lived in a good place. Who was that boy today? That boy who was living in Miami.
Oh, Mr. Was it Scaglione?
Somebody, I don't know. But he did all right. Then he had to go to the service. And he was accepted in Iowa, right?
Yeah, that's right. Boy, he's got a memory.
And Judy didn't like it there. So they went to Washington. And the teacher that he wanted moved to Washington and got him. And then Dr. Parks.
Dr. Parks and Dr. Armley.
Yeah, got to like him and gave him what, 1 year?
Gave me an extra year.
An extra year of pediatric ophthalmology.
We're rolling. Go ahead.
Well, what my daddy might want to tell you is that when he was 21, his father passed away, and he became the patriarch of the family. He went to work and supported his mother and 5 siblings, the youngest of which was 3 months old.
4
months.
4 months.
Excuse me. 4 months old. And he had previously given up all opportunity to go to Jesuit on a scholarship and just decided to get a steady job. He painted for a living and decided to embark a career with the Seaboard Airline Railroad, where he stayed for he said 40 years. So he put his mother and 5 siblings in a very, very good spot. And that was very hard to do because they had never gotten any assistance from the government. Never.
I bought a car, Then I started raising chicken. I was eating better chicken than millionaires.
That's
I was lock them up in the small place and feed them. Boy,
Better than Kentucky Fried Chicken?
oh man, that Kentucky Fried Chicken, you know what they got? White leg in honey. White leg in the small, they're good layers, but not for meat.
Oh,
I had Rhode Island red. Man, you get that, ooh, it melt in your mouth.
the Colonel was a good friend of mine.
Yeah, the Colonel.
The Colonel.
Well, I can't help it, but
Now,
what time-
they don't allow chickens in the city. When you were
oh
growing
yeah, when I was there allowed.
they allowed chickens?
Yeah, allowed chicken. And I know one time a black guy come over there and wanted a chicken. I said $1.50 on the hoof, 50 cents a pound on the hoof. No, alive. He said, "You too high." Well, I'm not anxious to sell, so he said, "I got the preacher coming, so I have to feed him." So I ain't coming no more. That's what he told. So the following Sunday he come. I said, "Man, give me another fry, regardless of what it costs." I never ate chicken like that. So I gave it. It was £3 a quart. I gave it to him for £3 on the hoof, without cleaning or nothing. And he went home happy. He said, "Don't make it a habit."
I'd like to ask you about Tampa. Tampa has grown a lot since
I remember the horse and buggy days.
and
I saw Stanley Steamer here one time.
Stanley Steamer in the cities of Tampa?
Yeah, it went out of, it broke in front of my granddaddy's house. And I went over there, it was a Stanley Steamer.
What I wanted to ask you
Tony,
is...
Tony, do me a favor. Come around over here and ask your question from over here so you'll face the camera.
Okay.
You got to talk to the camera, Daddy.
Oh.
You listen to him, but talk to the camera.
Well, no, he can... Okay. What I want to ask you is, how do you feel about the way Tampa has grown since you were little?
Well, it was better a few years ago. But that is growing, you know. No more empty lots, hardly.
Did you ever dream it would get this big?
No, not the way I was living there. Man, things were hard. Especially in the 30s and 31st, 32nd, 34th, then I went to work for the railroad. I already bought me a cow. A fellow by the name of Carreño. He wanted $75 for cow and calf. And my granddaddy wanted to put the $10. I said no, because we owed him he had a store when he retired from the farm. And he said, "No, this is on my own." So the fellow said, "I'll tell you what, your daddy died not long ago, Giacomo, yeah. Take cow and calf for $65. And I didn't even know how to milk. A brother and a sister helped me. I was milking that. Then I started raising bitties. We were eating good.
Did you eat the cow later on?
No, we had calves. Make them grow about 6 months, then kill them and put them in the freezer.
So you did eat it?
Yeah. Then when I started with the railroad, I was on the two-man gang. All the farmers gave me all kind of vegetables. So I bought me a freezer, and I filled it up. That was, man, eating for nothing.